What's the cruelest thing someone ever offered to pay you for? I was 19 when my college roommate Renata asked if I'd be interested in making quick money. We were both struggling, working part-time jobs while taking full course loads, living off ramen and discounted bread. When she said her cousin Theo needed help with something and would pay $5,000, I didn't ask enough questions. I should have. The meeting was at an upscale coffee shop downtown. Theo arrived in a tailored suit, designer watch catching the light. He ordered an espresso he never touched. He slid an envelope across the table, the paper thick and expensive, the kind that whispered money. "I need someone to pretend to be my dying sister for 48 hours, he said casually, like he was asking me to dog sit. I laughed, assuming it was a joke. He didn't laugh back. His actual sister, Fiona, had been estranged from their father for 8 years. The father was now on his deathbed, wanting to reconcile before he passed. He'd never met Fiona's husband or kids, only seen photos. Theo explained that Fiona refused to come. Too much trauma, too many bridges burned. But their father's will was structured so that if he died without reconciling with both his children, everything went to charity. "You look enough like her," Theo said, showing me photos on his phone. Similar height, hair color. Dad's vision is terrible now anyway. You just need to sit by his bed, hold his hand, maybe cry a little, let him apologize, tell him you forgive him. Then you leave $5,000 richer. The envelope contained $1,000 up front. 4 more when it was done. I needed that money desperately. My mom had been laid off. My younger brother needed surgery our insurance wouldn't cover. I'd already maxed out my credit cards and was 3 weeks behind on rent. The eviction notice had come on yellow paper that still sat on my desk, mocking me every morning when I woke up. "What did he do to her?" I asked. "Your sister. Why won't she come?" Theo's jaw tightened. His eyes went cold. "That's not relevant to the arrangement." I should have walked away. Every instinct screamed this was wrong. But I thought about my brother's medical bills, my mom's face when the eviction notice came, the degree I might have to abandon if I couldn't pay next semester's tuition, the future slipping through my fingers like sand. I took the money. 2 days later, I stood outside a private hospice room, wearing Fiona's clothes that Theo had provided, a blue cardigan she'd apparently worn in photos from years ago. He'd coached me on family stories, childhood memories, inside jokes. I'd memorized them like lines for a play I never auditioned for. "Remember," Theo whispered outside the door. He's sedated, barely conscious. Just be gentle. Make him believe. I walked in. The man in the bed looked nothing like I expected. Small, frail, oxygen mask covering most of his face. Machines beeped rhythmically. A nurse smiled and left us alone, pulling the door closed with a soft click. I sat in the chair beside him and took his papery hand, just like Theo instructed. His eyes opened slightly, clouded with medication and aid. "Fiona?" His voice was barely a whisper. "I'm here, Dad," I said, the words tasting like poison on my tongue. Tears began streaming down his face. "I'm so sorry for everything. I should have protected you. I should have believed you." My stomach dropped. The weight of what I was doing suddenly crushed me. "Your uncle," he continued, struggling to breathe. "I should have known. Should have stopped him. I failed you." The room started spinning. This wasn't about some generic family argument. This was about abuse, trauma, a father who'd chosen the wrong side. "I forgive you," I whispered, because that's what Theo paid me to say. The man's grip tightened on my hand with surprising strength. "Promise me you're happy now, that you're safe, that he can't hurt you anymore." I opened my mouth, but before I could respond, a woman's voice came from the doorway. "What the hell is going on here?" I turned. Standing there was someone who looked exactly like the photos Theo had shown me, but older, angrier, and very real. The actual Fiona had come after all. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.